Hi Soul 75, this is Southern Girl, and I was just watching your video on our internet friendships real, and I like this topic very much, so I figured I would respond for you. You asked first of all if that internet friendships would transfer into real life, and that's a really good question. I think that when you're meeting people online, it's a crapshoot. If it's just verbal conversation with the occasional picture that's sent, then, someone could be lying about who they are or what they look like, And, I think with YouTube, it's different because, it's a little different anyway, because you have videos where people are looking straight into the camera, and so it's kind of hard to lie about what they look like. And depending on what you're talking about, as relationships as far as dating or relationships as far as friendship, as far as dating, maybe not so much. When you're together in real life, you're going to end up seeing how each other lives day to day, and what a person's habits are, and their likes and their dislikes, and if they're moody, or things like that. And so maybe I think it is a good way to get to know somebody on a friendship level, especially if you're talking to them through the messengers outside of YouTube, or on the phone, or whatever. It's a good base way to get to know somebody. But it's just like life. I mean, say you're not on the internet and you're out there meeting people in real life. You're going to meet people who absolutely are not going to be friends. You're going to meet people who are just going to be acquaintances. You're going to meet the general friend type, and then you're going to occasionally find that diamond in the rough that is going to be a lifelong friend, and a really good friend at that. You said that your therapist told you that over the internet those friends are not real, and that being a friend isn't about just thoughts and feelings. In part, this is true. Friendship is not just about thoughts and feelings, but it is a big part of it. When you're speaking to someone that's across the country or in another state or whatever, people are in need of that occasional hug, or to just sit face to face and have that human interaction that way. But again, it goes back to friendships have to start somewhere. And is this person that you're talking to worth a visit? Is this person that you're talking to worth taking it to the next level? I think that the internet can act as a barrier to keep you safe until you figure a lot of that out. I myself have met a few people over the internet. Lynn is one of them. He's a mutual friend of mine and yours, that if I was to go to California, I wouldn't think twice about hooking up with him and Michelle and partying, or even staying at their house if they were so nice as to invite me. They're just really good people. I'm not a wise old lady or anything, but I think I've lived enough years to where my gut's tuned in to people, and especially when it's a face-to-face interaction, whether it be via online or standing in the same room. So again, I think it's just like, if you were to meet somebody in real life, you always have to take that chance. Is that friendship real? Sometimes you can be friends with somebody for 5-10 years, and then all of a sudden they stab you in the back. Your friendship was never really what you viewed it to be anyway. It's just a risk you have to take. I think the internet does broaden your horizons for friendship. It gives you an outing to meet people that you wouldn't normally meet if you were just in your town or at your job or whatever. And, again, I've met people that are overseas. I've met people across the country that I would have never had the chance to meet had I not started up my YouTube account. So, I just can't look at it as a bad thing. You know, again, there's with YouTube, I have the set of people that I will just strictly argue debate with. I have a set of people that I will care about no matter how good of friends we become. If I can offer some bit of advice or help to them, I would absolutely do so. And then I have those who I would share my deepest, darkest feelings with and be there for them as well. And, you know, if they needed to call me personally, I would definitely be there. I think another thing your therapist was talking about is the way she's looking at friendships is, you know, could you call that person and they'd come right over? And with distance, that can be hard sometimes. But I value the friendships that I've made, and I think they can be real. And I never in a million years thought I'd get on YouTube and that would be what would happen. So I consider myself extremely lucky and privileged to know the few people that I've met so far, and I look forward to meeting a lot more. So I hope that perspective, you know, helps out a little bit, and I look forward to talking to you more. Take care. Peace.